Armors up, everyone. Towelliee here. It's been a while since we've done a video log, boys and girls. Let's do it. Man, when's the last time we did a vlog? Must have been. It was during my surgery last year, where we did the whole 9-day recovery process. And guess what? It's been a year. I know, right? I mentioned that a couple weeks ago to my stream and to my friends and family. I'm like, you guys know it's been a year since my surgery? And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's been a year, motherfucker. And we're like, holy shit. So it's been good. Everything's been great. I don't know where to start because we've missed so much. I guess I'll just keep you guys up to date. I do plan on doing a lot more of these because I want to. I know I've been slacking a lot. I used to do a video log like every day, but I'm trying to find that perfect balance on my YouTube between gaming content, but it's been so busy because I've been getting into other MMOs lately. I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online a lot. Tree of Savior I played last night. It was like a Ragnarok online chibi game, which is really fun. And just overall in general, just I'm going out, hanging out with my friends, having a good time, and I'm still streaming. If you guys want to know the current schedule for streaming, Monday through Thursday, I do 2 streams a day. So I stream from about 6 a.m. in the morning till about 12, 1 in the afternoon. And then I go to the gym, eat my foods, come home. And then I stream from about 5:36 to about 9. So it's like a 10, 11 hour stream day most of the time. And on the weekends, we don't really do fucking Friday anymore. And I'll get into that in a second. And then Saturdays and Sundays. Some Saturdays are days off, some aren't, depending if we're really doing anything. Sundays is Sub Sunday or now Sub Appreciation Day. But where do we begin? Yeah, man, the stream's been really good. I know a lot of you guys make it possible for me to have this amazing community and live the way I do, and I always appreciate you guys for it. You know, subs, non-subs, everybody, tippers, plebs, non-plebs, trolls. I love all of you, man. The stream has just grown in the last year, and I think a lot has to do with, you know, the coverage of Legion. A lot of people out there are kind of like covering Legion on and off, on and off. And I've kind of made it my mission, and I've said it since the beginning of my mission for Legion was, I'm going to play Legion, and I'm going to play every class, I'm going to play every spec, healer, tanks, I'm going to do it all. And even though I'm really terrible at it, I'm going to see what happens. And what's happened is like this whole newfound love for WoW. Just when you think that like it's been 11 years playing World of Warcraft, right? And you think you're like, oh man, I think we might be on their last couple of years. I actually go outside of my comfort zone and I start playing other specs. So I've been playing Shadow Priest, Arms Warrior, Marksman Hunter, Beast Mastery, Affliction Warlock, Demo Warlock. I've been playing everything and I've been having so much fun. I'm healing, man. I'm healing. You know, I'm doing Resto Druid, Holy Paladin. I was doing Disc Priest. I mean, I don't really enjoy the other healers. Right now I kind of enjoy Holy Paladin, Resto Druid the most because they're the most fun for me personally, especially Resto Druid, man. A lot of the fights in dungeons right now in Legion, you gotta move around and whatever. Anyway, but I've found like this new love for WoW, and it's really because of like the whole new artifact system. But getting back to the streaming aspect, in the last year now, I've just had like this. I'm just in the zone, I guess. You know, like our viewership on the channel has gone up by I think about like an average of like 700, which to like, you know, bigger streamers might not seem like this that much, but to me, you know, going from like a 1900 2000 average to a, you know, 6 hours straight of like, you know, 2700 average a day is amazing. Even at night, man, when like no one's online, we still have like 800 to like 1200 people hanging out. And I know numbers are numbers, but I mean, we've like streaming has evolved a lot in the last year. Like streaming has become so strategic and so optimal, as in you have to like optimize everything when we live stream now. All the streamers, you know, people are finding that right time to live stream where you can get the most out of your audience, people. And you know what? I'm doing all of that and just having a great time. And ever since the surgery, which changed my life, which I've mentioned so many times in those other video logs from a year ago, it was completely life changing. Like I feel like I'm glowing when I stream, you know. I feel so much more confident. I could speak loudly, more clearly. I can, you know, bust out the chest, and I can, like, you know, feel happy about the way I look, the way I present myself. I still do the whole thing where I look myself in the camera like I'm doing right now. Hi, Towelliee. You know, but I mean, eventually I'll get out of that habit. I still have that habit where I just fiddle my shirt all the time because I used to have, like, those big-ass titties. So I just be like, oh, are we good, guys? Let's play some games. Let's go. You know, and yeah, like I just feel really good. And I think the way I feel and like the positivity that sprung from my surgery and, you know, this Legion hype has, you know, transcended it and transferred to my live stream. And I think people just see how much of a good time we're having every day just talking about WoW, you know, and just talking about sometimes just life and other stupid shit. And I don't know, I'm just having a good time. Like I this is like the happiest I've probably been in my entire life with myself personally. You know, and I have Lula, you know, by my side every day supporting me, and she was very supportive of the surgery and my recovery and, you know, my growth as well. She's helped me so much. Yeah, and you guys as the fans, man. But yeah, I mean, the stream has been good. All in all, recap, streaming last year, a lot of growth, a lot of subs, very nice, very good. Now dieting. So the main problem that I have is motivation to train when it comes to dieting. So Jamal, unfortunately, he left LA Fitness down in Chula Vista. So I'm currently up in Riverside County. So I used to actually drive about an hour, like maybe like an hour or two to get to my training, to only train with him twice a month. So I decided to go to my current LA Fitness, look for a trainer, and I found this amazing trainer, very quiet dude, all about business. And I've been training with him 5 times a week. And let me tell you, hopefully soon I'll get some better progression pictures up. I mean, we're even thinking about recording some of my little gym sessions. My trainer's okay with it. I had to ask his permission and the manager at LA Fitness to do it. Yeah, it's been crazy. I was actually just on a normal diet for about, let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So for 7 to 8 months after my surgery, I basically just stood around the same weight. 250, 245, 255. If I went on vacation, I bump up to 260. And that was just me just eating normally and going to the gym every day. So I kind of just kept my weight steady, you know, and I really wasn't building much. So I started training with him, and we kind of intensified our sessions. And then I spoke to Bajira, I spoke to my friend DeAndre, who's D Carter in chat. I spoke to my trainer about what can I do to take my current weight, lose weight, but, you know, cut up a bit. And they were like, well, you should cut. And I'm like, cut? I'm like, I don't like to cut. That's not cool. You shouldn't be hurting yourselves, because hurting yourselves is bad. And then, you know, I was going to talk about cutting in general, which is basically just, you know, fat loss, counting your macros, you know, getting the most out of your nutrition, yada yada. So we found this system that I find tasty, and I like to do it. And now I prep meal, which is crazy. I never thought I would be like a prep meal kind of guy, but every Sunday evening, me and my girlfriend, we go out to the store. I get about 12 pounds of chicken breast. I get my broccoli. I get my brown rice. Sometimes I'll get asparagus or other vegetables, and that's what I'm doing now. So basically, I'm what, you know, according to them, I'm on a cutting diet. I started cutting January 6th, I believe. So that would make it, hold on, 6, February, March, all of January, February, March. So this is basically like I'm on week number like 14. So I started at about like 252, 255, let's say, and now I'm down to 238. And that's basically, you know, just eating about 1,800 calories a day, 200 of those. So in terms of macros, now once again, I'm still a complete noob when it comes to all this talk. So obviously you guys are going to be correcting the shit out of me. But basically, I'm at 1,800 calories a day. I train 5 days a week. It's 35 minutes of training, 45 minutes of cardio, and I'll give you some numbers on my what I'm benching and stuff in a second. So my breakfast basically starts with a protein shake on Mondays. For breakfast, it's about 10 ounces of egg whites. Sometimes I'll pop about 2 ounces of chicken in those egg whites. But it's usually egg whites and then some sort of like sauce. I like putting like hot sauce on top of my egg whites, give it some flavor. Plus it kind of heats up your body, so while I'm streaming, I'm all heated up. And then for my lunch, I have 8 ounces of chicken, about 4 ounces of broccoli, and about 4 ounces of brown rice. And that's what I've been having like every day for the last 13, 14 weeks, and I'm not bored of it yet, so I'm okay. Then I go out, I do my training. I come back from training, I eat my second prep meal, chicken, broccoli, brown rice. And then around 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I have my last protein shake. Now, if I forget my protein shake and it's like 9 o'clock at night, I'll take casein protein before I go to bed. And in between my snacks, I just have almonds, cashews, all obviously raw, unroasted, just raw cashews, raw almonds. I like banana chips. They're pretty fun to have. Cottage cheese, fruits like melon, watermelon, cantaloupe. Pineapple is my favorite because pineapple helped a lot with my surgery recovery too. It helps with like the recovery of like tissue. And that's pretty much it. And as for supplements, I'm currently still on the Super HD as a fat burner, but I usually just take one of those in the morning because I do find that they do help me suppress my appetite and make me not go into the pantry where the wonderful Girl Scout cookies are at. And for pre-workout, I go with C4 Ripped, which is basically Cellucor's version of a pre-workout with a fat burner. So I combine those two. And I'll do that for 4 weeks, then cycle off for 2, then go back on it for 4. But that's been working. So, I mean, everyone could say, yeah, it's calorie counting. But like neutralizing your diet and making it balanced and living and just kind of changing your entire lifestyle of eating. I mean, I don't have cheat meals or cheat days anymore. My cheat days, the reason why I never actually made progress back then is because I would have Fuck It Friday, which is our drinking day on the stream. I don't have that anymore. We're going to have it once a month now. I haven't had a Fuck It Friday in about 3 or 4 months. 3 months, I think, now. Then on Saturdays, I go out partying and I go out drinking. You know, now when I go to the casino, I go to the buffet. It's like protein only, just prime rib, chicken, turkey, you know, and vegetables and some sashimi. For drinks, I used to pound Incredible Hulks in Long Island's. Now I just drink vodka, double vodka club soda. Tito's vodka is my favorite currently. So, I mean, and that whole entire change has changed me. Because now even like on a cheat meal day, now I have cheat meal. So I pick one meal during the week, which I consider appetizer, entree, dessert. That's one whole meal for me. You know, I was actually, my trainer, my girlfriend, everyone on my stream was bitching at me because my cheat meal consisted of like a 16-ounce prime rib, sweet potato with butter and brown sugar, green beans, and rice pilaf. And my trainer was like, dude, that's not a fucking cheat meal. He's like, I consider that like a healthy meal. He goes, I can go to the gym 2 hours after having that. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, man, you got to go ham. So like 2 weeks ago, what day is it? Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, we went to the casino. Oh, I went fucking ham on that goddamn buffet. Let me tell you, I had like 2 pounds of prime rib, fucking bacon, lobster, mac and cheese, fried calamari. I had French fries, pizza. For dessert, I had like pecan pie, carrot cake, ice cream sandwiches. I went nuts. And I showed the pictures to my trainer. I'm like, here, what you think now about my fucking cheat meal? He's like, all right, that's a cheat meal. He's like, we got some work to do now. Let's go, brah. We got some work to do. I'm like, all right. So that's what my diet consists of now. And it's kind of cool, like I said, to see my diet. But not only has my diet gotten stronger, but my gains have been insane in terms of just lifting. Now, obviously, it took a while for my chest to get to that point after the surgery where I can lift properly. So just to put into perspective, when I started cutting on January 6th or whatever, my bench was 135, my decline was 145, my incline was 95 pounds. This is pounds, not kg, kilograms, which you guys use in Europe sometimes or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the conversion. But we are now March 30th, which is basically 3.5 months later. And my current bench is 225. My decline is 235. I'm looking at a notepad file here because I ran it down. And my incline is 185. And for me, incline was the strongest, was the hardest one to do. And now we're taking a break from bench, and now we're doing dumbbells. And dumbbells is scary as fuck because I don't do dumbbells that heavy. So we were doing like bench dumbbells with like 75, 80 pounds. And it was scary for me because sometimes I'd be struggling on that 10th rep doing dumbbells, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do with them? He's like, just drop them. I'm like, okay. I fucking just drop them. Everyone looks at you like you're fucking crazy. Then you stand up and you're like, yeah, Yeah. No, I didn't do that. But he showed me the proper way to put the dumbbells down. You know, you can bring your knees up, put them on your knees on your thighs, and let them drop. Blah blah blah. So it was kind of crazy but yeah, with dumbbells, I think incline we're at about like 60, 65. On bench we're at about like 80s. Because for me, I have a bad shoulder, so the dumbbells put a lot of strain on this shoulder. Like I can always know as I'm going up, this one's a little lag behind. I kind of have to like turn my body to go up like this. But yeah, I mean, like the gains are there. I'm gonna try to take a picture of myself, you know, tank top picture or something soon, so you guys can see, you know, me at 255 and then me at 238, and see like how big of a difference it is from the cutting, like what it's done. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm just shredded, you know. And it's cool because like even people at the gym, they notice it. They're like, hey man, yeah. Hey, they're like, hey dude, you know, I don't want to bother you, but yo, you've been doing a good job, man. He's like, yeah. He goes, you've been here about a year. He goes, you look like a totally different guy. You know, you get those compliments from people, and it feels so good to hear people or to see that people are watching you, which is kind of creepy. But they also notice that you're doing well in the gym. So streaming life is good. You know, health life is amazing. You know, I am vaping. People don't like my vaping, but I like it. It's like zero nic vaping, and it smells and tastes good. And I don't care how many articles you can put out, popcorn, theater lung, whatever the fuck it is. I'm just, you know, it's better than what I was doing before, you know, I got my surgery and stuff, which was, you know, I was smoking socially during the weekends with friends and other shit at the casinos and at the bars and stuff like that. I wasn't like a, you know, smoke a pack a day smoker, or sit by my, you know, desk and smoke while I stream or smoke while I do videos, because Lula would fucking punch me out for doing that. But yeah, like I would smoke like during the weekends. Like I'd probably buy a pack of Camel Crushes. I would take one cigarette or two of them and then just leave the other ones by the ashtray thing at a casino. Someone would just take it. But Lula didn't like that at all. So she was like, you know, try vaping, because she goes, vaping is zero nicotine, and she, you know, she gave me the skinny and all that stuff. And by the way, like, you know, big ups to my girlfriend too. I mean, she's killing it right now. She does cardio kickboxing every morning. I can't do that shit, man. Fucking 2-hour sessions of cardio kickboxing, and it's kind of cool when you have, like, you know, your girlfriend with you on the journey of like weight loss and becoming more healthier, becoming, you know, better physically. It's good to see that, you know, see that happen. And for me, I'm you know, I'm Tyrion blessed, as I say, to have her, you know, here with me on this journey through life and through, you know, being healthy. So yeah, I don't know what else. I mean, in terms of games and stuff, man, I wish I could tell you that I've played a lot of different games in the past year, but I've really just played WoW. I've played WoW when Legion hype announcements came out in August. I just did Legion shit. I'm still doing just Legion stuff. I just started playing Elder Scrolls Online about a month ago. I'm loving the shit out of it. I just did a Thieves Guild stream on Twitch. It was so awesome. I played Tree of Savior yesterday. I played a little bit of Division. Division was okay. Sub Sunday. Sub Sundays have become kind of like a meh kind of day. It used to be so exciting, but now you have like so many streamers that do Sub Sundays that it kind of takes a little bit of the glory away from the original Sub Sundays, you know? So by the time my Sub Sunday starts, other streamers have played the same games I'm about to play on my Sub Sunday, so it doesn't really seem as cool, you know? People in my chat already know what I'm doing. The cool part about Sub Sunday was that you were able to, you know, vote for a game that I've never played before, never heard of yet on Steam, and then people were like, oh, I've never seen this game, so it would be kind of cool to watch that journey. Now it's like every game that gets picked has been played by somebody else on their sub day, and it's like, you know, we're still doing it, but now we have Sub Appreciation Day that we just did our first one. We had 331 new subs in 1 month. It was just completely out of control. We have this new system where when you subscribe to the channel, your name gets put into a raid frame, and then once we fill up the raid with 20 new subs, it kind of kills a boss, and you hear like a boss dying in the background. If anyone's a sub out there and you haven't been in the channel in a while, you should come check it out. I've been doing a lot of YouTube. I had to take a break from YouTube for a while because I was just too busy with gym stuff and you know, going out. I've had a lot of gigs on Twitch lately, so those are actually stressful. I know, right? You're stressful playing video games, Rob. I'm like, nah, man, it's just sometimes, you know, when you get put on the front page and you have to do these gigs and the companies expect you to do this and that, but you don't want to sound like a drone or a robot. You kind of just want to be yourself. So that shit kind of stressed me out. So I think in the past 3 weeks, I've done 3 gigs, and that's the most I've done in that time span. So I had to just kind of calm down, chill, and just get myself prepared for those and do my thing the way I want to do it. And they went pretty well. So I did a couple of Star Wars streams and an Elder Scrolls stream, which is really awesome. But yeah, that's it for now, man. I mean, hope you guys are out there and still watching the videos. Oh, and awesome news, I got sponsored by Razer. And actually, I have a few sponsors now, I think. Wait, do I have anything new? Let's see. I re-upped with HyperX. I re-upped with G2A. I think I have all the same sponsors. And now I have, Razer. Yeah, before I go, Razer is my latest sponsor for Towelliee Gaming. And I'm so happy for that, man. Like, you have no idea how happy I am to be sponsored by Razer. Because we were kind of just partners the last couple of years. Partners as in, you know, like, I know the guys who work in their community, and I know some of the guys who work over there, and we go to beer events together, we hang out. I've had those guys come over to the house and have some drinks. But you know, they would just send me Nagas. They would send me products every month just to give out to the stream on some Sunday or fucking Friday. But yeah, man, we decided to just, you know, make it official. So, you know, signed and everything, man. So now I'm officially sponsored by Razer, and it's been great so far. Those guys are so cool, and I just hope to take it to another level. Excuse me. Hopefully, you guys maybe might see me like on the back of a Naga box, maybe this year, next year. Who knows? If something like that would happen, it'd be really cool. Maybe like a Towelliee hammers up Razer Naga for the MMO people out there. Also, on top of that, I've also joined the OP group, which is a talent management group. They're the same people who handle all the sponsors and deals for other streamers like Carnage, Elohim, Cobalt Streak, and myself, and a lot of other streamers. And, you know, shout out to them too, because, you know, they've been huge for me in the last couple of months. You know, they've like renegotiated like all my contracts, done all my contracts, done all the lawyer work, all the shit that, you know, I'm kind of like shy and scared to do on my own. Because I mean, I think having a manager when you get to a certain point in entertainment and gaming like Twitch, I think you need one. I think you will require one. I think they can get the most for you. Because it's really rough sometimes, you know, when you're working with a sponsor and you think that you're you're getting gypped, but internally you don't care because you're kind of too scared to ask for more or give them the skinny on what your numbers are, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's always awkward for me when a company comes up to me and goes, "What's your rate?" And I'm like, "I don't know what my rate is, man. What do you want to give me?" You know? And they'll give you some number, and I'm always just like, "Okay." You know, like, you know, these guys and gals, obviously, you know, Omid and his group, man, they go all out, man. They go all out. They come up with this calculation and this number based on your reach and this and that, on what you're worth. They take that to the people. And, dude, it's been amazing what they've been able to do for me, for my sponsors now in 2015. So it's been crazy. So shout out to them and shout out to Razer, man. I'm so glad to be part of that family now. And shout out to all you guys out there. Once again, all of us streamers, YouTubers, we are not here. We are not sitting in this chair. We're not living in these homes. We're not driving the cars we drive. We're not going to the places we go without your support and without your love, you know, of our content and our Twitch channels and our YouTube videos. So big thank you to you guys. You guys have always been great since 2010 when I started this journey till now. And we're going to keep going, man. We're going to keep going for another decade, another 5 years, another 10 years. This shit, it's not going to stop here. So thank you, everyone. And there's my video log update. Hopefully I covered enough to kind of cover everything-ish. I'll do more. Bye.